all of our student athletes will have a mouth guard that has their number, so it will be particular to the individual. And then as practices are going on, we'll get real-time feedback on where the hits are taking place at, what part of the head, and the force in which is produced from the hit.
And what, have you all ever tried anything like this before?
No, not at all. You know, it's a new technology out there. I'm big on this concussion issue right now. You know, I want to make sure that the game is safe. I want to make sure that the game of football stays around for a long time because it's a fun game. But anything that we can do to protect our athletes here at KU and athletes around the country and even high school kids, I want to make sure that we're a part of. You know, so trying out the technology is something that I've been pretty passionate about to protect the kids.
According to Grant, LSU is the only team that has used this specific technology before. Kansas was on board to implement the new mouthpieces during the 2014-2015 season, but there were a few glitches, such as saliva getting into the circuit board, but those have since been resolved. With Kansas using this new technology, it will be easier to monitor the amount of hard hits players take and to pinpoint the concussion-producing hits that players could sustain during gameplay. The mouthpieces aren't cheap though. They cost around $200, but for Kansas, it's not about the cost. It's about player safety.
Really, for me, I just want to see the type of blows that are occurring, you know, with every position. You see a lot of the big hits that occur to, you know, the wide receivers and to the DBs on those plays, but offense and defensive linemen, every play there's contact. So if we can just collect data on the types of hits that they're sustaining every play, as opposed to, you know, the big hit every 15, 20 plays, is just some numbers that we'll look at. So if there's some things that we can do to help the cause with the offensive linemen and the defensive linemen and linebackers, then we're going to try to.